Aquarius, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. Gonna do another general reading for you guys. Happy birthday, anybody celebrating on February the 12th. Wishing you guys all a very happy and healthy birthdays. I just did a video tonight. It's the full moon in Leo, February the 12th. I just did a video on that. It's a general reading. You can check it out if you'd like. And I thought, well, I'm just home for the night, drinking my tea. And I thought I'll do another video for you guys since it's your birthday. Just waiting for another snowstorm that's coming in. Nice big snowstorm full of ice and wind. Love winter. And yeah, no, actually, I'm going to Florida on Monday. I booked a last minute flight out of here for 10 days because I've had enough winter. So I'm going to do a lot more readings as well there for everybody, for all the signs, just to be fair. I do offer personal readings. If you're interested, you can contact me below in the description box to set that up. My name is Alex. For anybody who's new to the channel, thank you everyone for sharing, liking, subscribing, donations, and contributing to the channel. I appreciate your support, so thank you. Let's see. Okay, the tower came flying out. So we've got an ending here, Aquarius, in something in your life. Eight of Pentacles. Did somebody just up and leave their job? It feels like, you know, something stressed you out here, Aquarius. Something ended in that you were working hard at. It's like somebody kicked over your sandcastle, you know, or somebody pulled, you know, your deck of cards down that you built a big cat. It feels like something you've been working very hard at has come to an end. And this has caused you a sense of stress because it's like, oh my gosh, I've invested so much of my energy or my time. And now, like, it's over. It's done. Like, if maybe your company that you were working for just like went belly up or something. Something's come to an end here that I feel that's going to bring you back to the drawing board, though, Aquarius. It's like a bit of an initial shock here. There's a bit of maybe quite a bit of anxiety. But I feel like, you know, you were really plugging away at something, or maybe somebody you were working towards a connection or something in your life. I feel like this is more work-related or an endeavor around you putting your effort into something. Now, also, there could be that feeling, Aquarius, where you do have this ending. You do have a tower moment, and you're kind of worrying about what am I going to do? Where's life going to take you? What's the next thing here for you? Let's see. Tell us about the tower. Since that's your major arcana, what's the tower here for Aquarius? Three of Cups, okay. Well, something's meant to be celebrated here that ended. Yeah, the death. Wow. This could be literally like a celebration of life for some of you, in terms of a loss of a person, but it's also like the celebration of change and transformation and life, new beginnings because of an ending. And it's like, this is a time, it's almost like, you know, maybe some people love winter, and the day that the snow melts, it's like, it's time to celebrate for people who like summer. So there's like a new life, there's new transformation and change. So there's a turnover of something here, Aquarius, that I feel is to be celebrated. It's to celebrate the things that you can look forward to, the good things of that situation, especially if it's a celebration of life for a loss of a person, that you celebrate the things that you enjoyed, the memories that you had with this person, the things that brought a lot of fun and excitement and family and reunion and things together. So there could be something like that. I said that before the death card came out. So very rarely do I use the death card as an actual loss of an individual, but in this case, there might have been that. Okay, so there's something very good here, Aquarius, outside of maybe the loss of a person, but the situation that you're dealing with, that it needs new life. It needs a new start. It needs something, new blood put into it. Okay. So endings allow you to kind of get your creative skills, it gets you to kind of plug away again. Maybe there was monotony that needs to be like wiped, like a wiped clean slate here. Why the Nine of Swords? What is Aquarius? What's the stress here? We know there's a loss, so that's that. But what else? What's the Nine of Swords? The Queen of Wands. Okay, again, I feel like it's testing your abilities. You know, when we're stressing out, one sec. Oh, you know what, guys? What's the T tag say today? What do we got? One thorn of experience is worth a whole wilderness of warning. Okay, maybe not. The Queen of Wands here, I feel like, you know, when you start stressing about a situation, like it could be the loss of a job, okay? Very stressful. This gets your thinking cap on. You step into survival mode. You step into confidence mode. You step into this thing of like, okay, I got to get my ass in gear and I need to start thinking outside the box. I need to multitask. I need to take on a few jobs. I need to figure this out. So for some of you, you work well under pressure, or you have no option or choice here but to get your ass in gear about a stressful situation. It's kind of like emergency response in a sense. So this may, I think a lot of you, if you're in that situation, you have the fire inside of you. You have the know-how, the smarts, the reactivity to figure this out. I don't have any doubt in that, because I think that Death card is saying, you know what, this is going to bring in the transformational skills or the transformational energy that's going to make something happen, which means that something is working in an effective way. So I think that you're working well under pressure. And, you know, it gets you to maybe get a little more passionate about life, or about, exploring new things or looking into new things. You know, sometimes people, I feel like it's like those invention shows, you know, like the Shark Tank and all that, where people are like, you know, I lost everything. And then like something, you know, they took an adversity or something tragic in their life that turned into an invention or turned into a service or turned into something. And now they're like, you know, very successful global company or something like that. Okay. I feel like this gets your creative juices going. It may send some of you back to school. Eight of Pentacles. It may send some of you, you know, studying or learning something new about yourself. I think this is Seven of Wands. This is closing old doors. Yeah, Judgment. I think you're making a big decision here. This is like a bit of a life change or a big decision where you're saying, you know what, I can't maintain or hold that concept up anymore. It's time to close that door. It's time to finally close that door on that person, place, or thing, because Aquarius is moving on. You've got something here that has created like a sudden death and ending, a loss, where you're like, I've got to move into a new direction. I have to rethink the direction, the path, the things that I'm doing. Your passion has changed. You know, when it's like you used to hang out over here, you used to have this routine, and then something in life changed. You're like, I'm over here now. I got a new routine. I have a new life, a new thing going on, because your life has changed. So there's something here about a decision that I feel that you're saying, once you make this decision, it's time to close the doors on the past. Because some of you were kind of trying to protect or save something, save a situation. Oh, 3 cards. Yeah. 9 of Wands, the Page of Cups, the King of Wands. I think some of you, if it came to certain relationships, these could be love or work or whatever, I think you were hanging on, struggling, thinking this person would maybe come back, or thinking this person would show interest again. And you're just sort of like dreading your way through, trying to hang on to something or protect something. But I think, again, the King of Wands finally says, you know what, forget it. No, I'm like the Queen of Wands. You move on to a new passion. You may have met somebody new. You may have encountered a new business partner, and you're like, we don't hang over there anymore. I'm done. You close the door. You're done. You're done with the struggle. You have worked hard through something here, Aquarius, and you continue to do so. But I feel like you take the courageous steps, the ambitious steps. You make very bold or strong decisions here to fully close off something, because you're now committed to another decision or another path, and there's no going back. Okay? I recently had an old employer call me back, and I was like, yeah, unfortunately, like politely and graciously decline, because I'm just no longer there anymore. Like, there is no going back. I'm over here now. It's just no option. There's no option. It's not happening right now. At least right now. You never know. So there's something there about you. You were persevering through something here, I think, thinking that somebody was going to show some emotional support or an emotional piece of hope or something. Maybe you're waiting for an apology. Okay? You don't even have to wait for this apology anymore. You've just moved in this new direction. At least you can say, or at least you know here, that you were able to persevere and hold out and do as much as you could, try as hard as you could, protect something as long as you could. At least you kind of know now. You're like, yeah, at least I tried. At least I did my best. But when you make a decision, Aquarius, as I know, being one, you're pretty certain on that. It's difficult to go backwards. And the Judgment card is creating a sense of brand new beginnings, realizations, knowing the truth, closing the door, and moving forward onto a new truth. New birth. It's kind of like, because I channeled, so part of just to share this, but I don't really fear death or worry too much. I see death in a very maybe unconventional way, because I channeled a friend for 20 years who passed away. That's how I got into tarot, was channeling my friend who passed away very tragically. And it's like the eternal life, right? Like, yes, she's no longer here with us, and she went through a very, very unfortunate ending. But she's with us because she's communicated with me all the time in another realm, in another life. She's celebrating and wanting everybody to forgive and to move on and know that she's fine and forgive the situation. Even though so much harm was done to her, she wants everybody to forgive, because she's in a new life. She's celebrating another afterlife in another realm, in a spiritual realm. So you don't go back. She's not going to want to come back. And I think that that's kind of the situation with you. Like, you're not going back. Once you wake up, once you realize things, once you come to a spiritual awakening or an awakening about something and you realize the truth, you're not going back. You can't. That would be too painful. Nine of Wands. That would be too painful to go back to something that you now realize what the truth is about. So it brought you to this place, Aquarius, where you're like, man, I'm in a new passion within my life, within myself. I have a new realization. I have new beliefs or new understandings of what your purpose is and what you're going to plug away and work at. And it kind of, it lights that fire in you that burns off the old. Empress. This was at the bottom of the deck on the general reading, guys. For the full moon in Leo, if you want, you can check that reading out. I guess it's interesting. I don't know. I'll give you a bit of a gist in case it interests you, but this is your self-worth. This is where you're growing and you're creating a brand new place for yourself. You've come through a big awakening, a healing. The Empress. She's reached this place of like this is like mastery of her life and like a mother nature energy of like knowingness, growth, but most importantly, it's self-worth and the value that you hold in your new beginning of where you're going, because you're going through the death of transformation and change. So you don't go back. You only rise up. The bottom of the deck is the Empress. Healing, love, creation, motherhood for some of you. Divine feminine there. A lot of healing. There's a lot of healing here. Death, judgment, Empress, Tower. So I was saying that the full moon in Leo reading was about bringing light to the shadow aspects of your life or shadows of your world, things that you do not like or things that are in the shadows, things that are still in the dark, that you find a way or you choose a way to bring them into the light, to revitalize things into new light so that you come from light, not darkness. Okay, so maybe that interests you. Let's do a bird one, I guess. No, let's do the well-being cards. Let's do these. Well-being cards. Manifestation cards. Let's see. What is the message for Aquarius? I think this is the shortest video, guys. 16 minutes. Let's see. Well, just kind of what I said, bring light to the darkness. To allow well-being, I must be in joy. Isn't that the truth? In the same way that you cannot set your radio tuner to 98.6 and receive the songs playing on 101 FM, you must set your own vibrational tuner to one of well-being. Feelings of love, joy, passion, exhilaration, fun, and interest are indications of your vibrational match to well-being. So this is high vibrational energy, focusing on your own well-being, and not trying to... I feel like this is sort of also saying like, we can't really live in a lie in a sense, or we can't live trying to be well with negative thoughts. We'd be kidding ourselves. Trying to be happy, having negative thoughts. Trying to be happy for others while still carrying jealousy. These are two vibrations that are not going to align for your well-being or growth. So it's focusing on the higher vibrations, feelings of joy. I think joy is the happiest. Enlightenment is like the highest on the scale of vibrational frequency. Enlightenment, joy, happiness, peace, all of those things. Okay, Aquarius, I hope this reading helps you guys. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and comments. I appreciate you sharing the channel. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Happy birthday, guys. Take care.